Hey YouTube, this is Mr. Guns. I'm doing another review, except this time I'm redoing my review on the Gamemaster, the Remington 760 Gamemaster. I didn't do it any justice the first time I reviewed it, so I'm going back through it. If you are looking to buy this rifle and you wanted to know a little more information about it, this is the review to be looking at, because I'm going to tell you every detail, every little thing you could want to know. So let's just jump right in this. This is going to be like a 25-minute video on me discussing the likes, dislikes of the Remington 760. Also going to be about a little bit about the company history, what problems this rifle's been having, what you should look for as a buyer, other alternative wise, and what the specs of this gun. So we're going to just jump right in. This one was made in 1992. I have another one, another Gamemaster. It's not really a Gamemaster. It's one of the alternatives. It's a 7600 made by Remington. It's a same gun, exact same, has all the same features, except it does come with a synthetic stock. This model does not come with a synthetic stock. So keep that in mind. If you want something synthetic, you want to go for the 7600. Alright, so yeah, a little bit about Remington. It was founded in 1816 by Alfred Remington in Lyons, New York. Remington was the first company to make their own firearms and ammo. Remington became the largest producer of U.S. rifles and shotguns. In 1970, Remington partnered up with Marlin Firearms. Now, what that means is you've heard of their one-shot accuracy. If you've gone to their websites, you've seen their shooting tutorials. That one-shot accuracy they comment about all the time, saying that they have. It's because of the Marlin's micro groove barrels. That's why they're so accurate. Even the pump models with it's not as tight of an action as, say, a bolt action, but yet they're still very accurate because of that micro groove barrel. It puts enough spin on the bullet that it doesn't. If you've heard of the Coriolis effect, it doesn't do it. It kind of slows the Coriolis effect. So keep that in mind when you buy these rifles. If you've shot Marlins and you liked Marlins, you're gonna like these. You like Savage, you're gonna like these. They're all pretty much the same thing. Besides that, Remington decided to buy or make pump rifles. But on that note, we're going to keep going. In 2007, Marlin Firearms was acquired by Remington. By that means that they bought them out. I don't see why they bought them out. Maybe Marlin Firearms was going under. I don't see how that could be possible because Marlin Firearms are great. They're 22s. I'm going to be redoing my review on the 989 22. That thing is accurate up to maybe 150 yards. I can drill 100-yard targets all day and get like 2-inch groupings. You think I'm kidding? I will show you the data points when we get them. Alright, problems. We're going into the problems section. Now, this is primarily a hunting rifle, so I had to go through gun forums, or a bunch of gun forums, and look for every little problem it's been having. These are the top rated problems. These are also problems that I have personally seen while shooting this gun. Sorry about that. I got a little bit of a cold. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right in this. Getting stuck hot and cold. What I meant by that was the magazine. The magazine is made of aluminum. This is made of steel. Aluminum expands more than steel. When the aluminum magazine is in, it expands, gets lodged into the mag well, and then you can't pull it out. Not to mention, if your hands are sweaty or you got gloves with no rubberized fingertips on them, you can't pull it out. It's a bitch to pull it out, which leads me right into my next part. Hard to pull the mag out. This right here, this lever, is very stiff. It's just really hard to push. Now, maybe if it was longer, it'd be a little easier. Maybe with a little more serrated edge, or a little more of a serrated edge on the top, it'd be a lot easier to do. Alright, I don't know if you can hear this. I'll show you this anyways. pump rattles. Now that doesn't sound like much of a problem, right? Well, this is primarily a hunting-based rifle. I'm not even slamming my hand on there. That's pretty bad. This is a primarily hunting This is primarily a hunting rifle. Nothing else. Not a sharpshooter's rifle. Not a tactical rifle. No, it's mainly for hunting. And what they've tried to do is they put this pump to make it so it's a little faster to shoot, which I'll get into another problem they also with the pump that I personally don't like about it. But yeah, they tried to make it so it's primarily for hunting, like I said 5 other times. The thing is, if that noise right there, that metallic clicking noise, that is very distinctive. A deer will hear that very easily. And that could either startle the deer or possibly just alert of your presence. So yeah, that's something to think about when you get this rifle. If you're using it for hunting, I don't know what you'd use it for. This is primarily a hunting rifle, but you could use it for, I guess, shooting. But I'm going to also state this right now. Great beginner's rifle. It's chambered with the 30-06. I haven't gotten into the specs yet, but I'll quickly say that. It's chambered with the 30-06 Springfield. It's very, the recoil is very manageable, making it really a beginner's rifle. I like it because I can actually walk through the woods with it. So yeah, going into a little bit more, I advise getting a scope for any of the rifles you get. I've got a Tasco 9x40 millimeter scope. It is very good. I like the scope a lot. A lot of my rifles have got Tasco scopes because they're really good. It comes with a bead sight. That's standard. I'll show you this iron sight, bead sight kind of style. Front bead, back is just a box that has a slot in it so you can see the bead. You just line it up. You know how to do it if you're not a beginner. But yeah, you just line them up and then you'll be accurate. Definitely have a problem with getting it pulls off target. I had to go back to my notes. Couldn't say what I wanted to. What they meant by pulls off target is, and I guess my chamber check it really quick. See, nothing in the chamber. Chamber check all your rifles constantly. See, when you shoot it, you have to pull it off and do that. I found that you can just shoot it and push the whole gun forward and pull it back. That, I think, is how they intended you to rack another one in the chamber using this rifle. I don't know, but it's working, and that's why I like pumps a little more. Because I found a way to do it without completely taking the whole scope down and not being able to see my target after I put it back up. And it is great for follow-up shots. If you've looked at their website, they do say that this is a good rifle. It has a lot of follow-up shots just in case you miss. It is great for follow-up shots. But that comes into our other problem with this. When their condensation builds up in the mag well and the action, due to it being in the hot weather and then taken out in the cold, it makes condensation. That condensation freezes in the wintertime if it's below 32 degrees, which is below freezing. Yeah, or if it's below 0 Celsius, if you're that kind of person that understands that stuff. Yeah, that'll bind in this thing and it'll lock your magazine in. Freezes your magazine right in the chamber. You can't take and mess with the action because it's frozen too. That's where it's. I know for a fact that they have fixed that with the new model, the 9600, which is it's just the newer version of this. They don't have Gamemasters anymore, but they did come out with new pump rifles, which I'll be showing you that, or I'll be going through that a little more in detail in a sec. Not to mention also, I went over that. Okay, cool. It has the mag capacity is 4 plus 1 in the chamber for the gun, so you can hold maybe 5 rounds depending on. I mean, why would you need any more than that? I would just keep 3 in there. The weight is 8.5 pounds. That's equal to 136 ounces. And I don't know how much that is in kilograms because I'm not that smart. I'm American. But yeah, you can get the laminated stock version of the 7600, and it is about, I don't know how much it is lighter, but it weighs 7.8 ounces. I mean 7.8 pounds. I don't know how much that is in ounces, but yeah. This one's got a 22-inch barrel. It's got a tapered barrel. Hold on a sec, let me get that out of here. It's got a tapered barrel. It's thick up here, thin down there. It's a floating barrel too. I don't know if that affects accuracy. I haven't done that much research on the floating barrel style. What I mean by floating barrel is it is just setting inside the receiver. And it's just attached by setting inside the receiver. This thing's got a blued barrel. I don't prefer blued barrels because they're too shiny. I like something like a black matte finish that doesn't reflect as much. But yeah, it's all your preference. I use this for hunting, so obviously that's gonna be like your choice. If you want to do some hunting, I like this rifle, but it's just, I'll go into that in a sec. It's got a walnut stock with a high gloss finish, as you can see, and if you can see that through the camera, get in this a little bit. I got a light here. It is really shiny. That is a problem if you're hunting. A deer will notice that if you're sitting in the brush. Now, for my case, they don't really notice it because I hunt in a blind, usually. I don't usually hunt out in the open. So yeah, it is really reflective, but the other side of this is, this high gloss finish is very durable. The good side about it is, I've scratched this rifle up, I've beat it up, and yet it still kept its shape. Plus I also go into this little stamped design that's in the grip and foregrip of the rifle. Get a little closer for you. So that stamped little design on both the grip and the foregrip on both the camera.